The man they called the King of Waitangi has been farewelled this afternoon at the tiny Northland settlement of Te Manganui. Kingi Taurua died in Auckland last Thursday, and hundreds of people from all over the motu have attended his tangihanga during the past 4 days. Our Northland reporter, Lois Williams, has been among them.
It was a good day for a send-off for a good man, and a relaxed one. The sun shone, the sea sparkled, and children ran and shouted on the green lawns of Whitiora Marae. Manuhiri who couldn't fit into the packed whare were offered fruit and cups of tea by shy teenagers and kindly aunties. And inside the house, the final farewells for Kingi Taurua, who lay in his coffin, draped in the korowai that's now seen off 56 Vietnam vets. Flanked by elderly Vietnam veterans, Kingi Taurua's waka was escorted from the whare for one last stop at the old Ngāti Rehia Marae, just down the road from the Urupā. The man whom many knew only as the volatile kaumātua of Waitangi was in his time a soldier, a corrections officer, an advisor to government ministers and an award-winning Māori broadcaster. The former Labour politician Dover Samuels says Kingi was a soldier to the last. In his last weeks he refused pain relief for his terminal cancer so he could stay alert for a steady flow of visitors to his hospital bed.
And he said to me, "Dove, it's the same old story. Tatana koe te mata," that means that when you're getting to the stage where you're going to leave this land, everybody that didn't like you when you were alive and fit and well, coming to say farewell and how bloody good a bugger you were. and I said, yes. I said, I saw Tita Whai going out the door. And he said, well, you're right, and that's what I'm saying. She gave me a kiss. And I said, well, how did you feel? He said, I think it was a kiss goodbye.
Kingi Taurua was a staunch campaigner for hapu rangatiratanga, or sovereignty. He was there at almost every Waitangi Tribunal hearing over recent years for the Ngāpuhi Treaty claims. The Treaty Negotiations Minister, Andrew Little, paid his respects on the last night of the tangi, and he told mourners Kingi's dedication to the cause was impressive. The Taitokerau MP Kelvin Davis, who was there today, tells the story of a recent hui over the troubled settlement.
Kingi was at the back. He had just come out of chemotherapy, and Andrew said, Kingi, you shouldn't be here, but Kingi wanted to be here. He wanted to see Ngāpuhi come to some sort of conclusion in terms of our settlements, but straight out of chemotherapy to this hui, and I guess it just is a sign of the man that he was. Despite being very, very unwell, he got up here to a Ngāpuhi hui.
Over the past 4 nights, the stories and tributes have flowed thick and fast as Kingi Taurua's body was moved from Waitangi to Oromahoe and finally to his mother's marae at Te Manganui. And there has been laughter to lighten the mood. Dover Samuels again.
At Waitangi, when I don't know who it was that got up, very passionate about saying that, now Kingi, you've become an angel. You know, I mean, Kingi's had many names. I mean, the king now is somebody sort of crowned him as an angel. For a while there, I thought, I looked at the coffin and I thought, this is going to scare the shit out of King. He's going to wake up.
But the former MP and veteran activist Honi Harawira says, above all, Kingi Taurua was an old-school rangatira.
And when I talk about old school, they're the type who make a decision as to what the people are going to do, and then they announce. They don't ask for a committee meeting. They don't ask for a hui. They hear what the kōrero is and then they make the announcement. So he'll be hugely missed in that regard. He had the reo, he had a connection to the old world and to the old people that we don't have anymore, not amongst those left at Waitangi. So
Waitangi, Mr Harawira says, will never be the same. Haere rā e te kingi o Taitokerau, e moi, haere atu rā. For Checkpoint, Lois Williams.